Welcome back, ladies. It's time. Shades of the season from Seint Beauty. Quarter number 3 are here. And here's the exciting part. All 4 are brand new lip and cheek colors that we've never had before. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show them to you. We're going to swatch them against current shades in our collection. And I'll even pull out some of the old limited edition ones so you can see how they compare. And then, of course, we're going to put them on the face so you can see what they look like. If you'd like to see more, stick around and watch this video. And as always, thanks for being here. All right, let's do this. So I already have my face done, minus my lip and cheek, so that we can jump right in. And I'm not gonna lie, I've already tried them all. I'm already loving them, but I wanted to show you how cute are the tins that they come in. Each one is different, and this, you guys, is my favorite. And I know it's gonna shock some of you because of how bold it looks, but I'm telling you, this is Jolene, and Jolene is perfect for the summer. So Jolene looks highly, highly pigmented, and she is if you swatch her at full opacity, right? Can be worn with a great depth and pigmentation to it. But you can also wear it really sheer, which is how I've been wearing it on the skin, making it perfect for literally all skin tones. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, there we go. There is a golden orange shimmer to it. So while Jolene is a satin, which means it's more like a matte pigmentation, it does have a little bit of shimmer to it. So let's see what it compares to. I went ahead, because there are 4 brand new shades, and pulled out all of the ones that I thought were at least similar or maybe something that you'd want to see in comparison. And now look, and I might be wrong on this first one, but I'm going to show you anyway. So if you guys got Rosewood, Rosewood was a limited edition shade from maybe last season. And okay, so yeah, not bad. So this is Rosewood. Rosewood also has that like burnt orange undertone to it, but obviously has a little bit more brown. But this kind of gives you the comparison, how close they are in full pigmentation or maybe when sheared out light. So if you're a fan of the Rosewood, like the orangey, the burnt orange tone to it, you might really love Jolene. And I'm telling you, of all of them, Jolene is my favorite because it gives that bright pop of color, but you can completely control like at what opacity. And then I feel like these only really compare to limited edition shades that we've had. We don't really have anything available right now that has an orange to it. So this is Tiger Lily. And I remember when Tiger Lily came out, people were like, oh my gosh, that's so orange. Well, welcome to Tiger Lily's more orange friend, but I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. And then we had 2. So if you guys remember, for customer appreciation last year, Seint introduced the fruit punch collection. So each of these, there was a tangerine, a pineapple, a cherry, and a watermelon, had a scent to them. Super fun. I'm actually hoping that they come back at some point this summer. Maybe customer appreciation this year, which will be July 7th. But this is tangerine, and you can see tangerine is basically the sheer version of Jolene. So if you are a lover of tangerine, this might be your new go-to. And the only other one that I could think that maybe it was similar to was Venice. But Venice actually reminds me more of the sheer version of Tiger Lily. So these are both glosses. And then Tiger Lily and Rosewood were a satin. And then Jolene is a satin with a little bit of a shimmer to it. So there we have Jolene. But let's try her. With a shade like Jolene, anything that you think might have a strong opacity to it. So if you're like, I don't want that at full opacity on the face, just brush it onto the skin. And actually that came on really sheer, but that way you can control how much you get on the face. And then we're just gonna put it, see, like I put so little on there, but we're just gonna go right up that contour line. And I am telling you, for like the perfect flush of a coral in the summer, Jolene is pretty great. All right, what do you guys think? I'm gonna show you how I wear it on the lips. I'm gonna create a little definition and carve it out. And then we will grab Jolene And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to start light-handed. And you can always build up. By rule of thumb, it's always easier to build up than it is to take off. So I like to start light-handed and just add it till I get it to like the brightness or the depth that I want. So that's Jolene worn pretty sheer. So let's say you want to see what it looks like more bold. Okay, so Jolene is a satin, which means it's kind of like a matte finish, and I just don't personally love the feeling of a matte on my lips. It feels dry. So what I would do is I would actually add Homecoming, which is our next one that we're going to talk about, right over top. I'm going to do it right now to add a nice gloss and really finish off that look. So we left Jolene on here, and now we're gonna go to this side, and I have removed everything off my hand, and we're gonna introduce number 2, which technically we already did. So here she is. This is Homecoming. So Homecoming is a gloss. You'll see has that nice glossy sheen to it and looks like it has that peachy, a little bit of a pink undertone. This is perfect for any of you out there that have redness in the cheeks and you want something that's not going to like emphasize your redness, especially if you're like, I stay away from blush because I don't want to bring out more redness in my face. This tone is going to be perfect for you. So let's swatch it. I pulled out a handful of other glosses that we have, keeping it in the gloss family. So we have Desert Sunset, which is permanent collection, Maui, which was limited edition, Boardwalk, and Tropicana. Both are permanent collection, and Tropicana is actually a semi-gloss, so it is a satin gloss combo. So let's check it out, how it compares to Desert Sunset. So a little bit more pink in the Desert Sunset world, equally as glossy. Desert Sunset has that like additional kind of sheen to it. And then we have Maui, which was an absolute favorite of mine. I'm so sad it's not here, but you'll see Maui has a little bit more of that coral undertone to it, where Homecoming, still definitely neutral, still definitely peach, has a little bit more peach and a little bit more coral. And then we have Tropicana, which was one of the first shades that I ever got when I started. And Tropicana being the most coral of them all. So let's try it out. So I went ahead and lined my lips. And if you've noticed, we have some change in color here. I like to film in front of natural light for you guys so you can see like what the makeup actually looks like on the skin. And there's a storm coming through. So we're just gonna have to roll with it today. So you guys, this is Homecoming. Let's do it. So I'm gonna tap in a couple times and we're gonna go up that contour line. And you will see just that perfect nude with a little bit of a peach and some shine. I feel like this is a staple like all year round sort of shade. Now we're gonna try some on the lips. So this is the shade that I wore over top of Jolene. And I've been wearing it over the top of quite a few of my mattes. All right, so what do we think of Homecoming? It's time for number 3. And don't mind that I broke a nail and need to fix it. So we have taken off our lip and cheek, gotten rid of all of it, got rid of our swatches, redid our makeup. We are ready to go. I did put a little bit of balm on the lips because they're starting to get red from taking the lipstick on and off. But let's talk about Melody. So Melody is a satin, which means it's more of a matte formulation. So it has that deeper pigmentation to it. Almost all of our lip and cheeks are more of a sheer pigmentation. There are, of course, always a couple exceptions to that. But I'm curious to see what Melody is going to look like in comparison to some of our other shades. And I picked out quite a few that I thought might be similar, because if you have been around Seint, you know it's not always what they look like in the tin. It's way more helpful to swatch it to actually see. So I'm gonna have to look at a couple of these here, but let's start off with, this is Wildflower. So if you got Wildflower, well, that's definitely way more pink. So Wildflower was released at conference. I'm not sure if that one's gonna stick around or if it is limited edition. And then we have Wallflower, which was a limited edition shade. So if you grabbed Wallflower, let's see how it compares. Okay, so more similar to Wallflower, but Wallflower definitely has more of a peach, where Melody, it's so surprising to me to say that Melody has like more of a pink to it, but in comparison, see, this is why the swatches are so helpful. Definitely more peach or coral here, where I would say this is more of like a neutral peachy pink. You like that? You like that official peachy pinky neutral? And then we have Frenchie. So I'm curious how close Frenchie will be. And Frenchie is one of our permanent shades. Okay, so that is similar as well. But Frenchie, so this one, so now when I look between these guys, I would say that Melody has a little bit more brown. This is, Frenchie's a little bit more brighter. Interesting. Well, let's keep going. We have Saint Tropez, which this one's gonna be definitely more of that coral undertone. That's Saint Tropez. And let's look at, I don't know how close this one's gonna be, but sometimes I'm surprised. So this is Hollywood. Yeah. So Hollywood, definitely more pink. If you have Hollywood, it has that little bit of a sheen to it. It's the like dupe for NARS Orgasm. And then I know this one's gonna be a little bit different, but I'm just curious how close in tone. This is Madrid. Madrid is a really popular shade, but definitely not quite the same. So let me move that over. You can see it a little bit better. And let's try Melody. So I have lined my lips, and now let's check it out. Ooh, I haven't worn it in about a week, but I like the subtleness. So there is definitely a pigmentation there, but that's a really nice subtle shade. What do you guys think of that? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like on the lips. So with the balm underneath, it actually is not nearly, it doesn't feel nearly as like matte or satin. And I really like that combo. Are you ready for number 4? This is August. And I have to say, I think August is the fan favorite of my clients so far. So let's do some swatches. All right. There is August. It is a gloss. It has that mauve undertone to it. So if you are a nude girl, this is gonna fall right in the family of kind of our other nude collection, which is growing rapidly, and I'm so excited. People are really drawn to the nude, the plum, the mauve undertones. So let's see where August fits in. I'm gonna start off with a fan favorite that is limited edition, not currently available, but I know I'm gonna get asked, what does it look like in comparison to Love Spell? So this is Love Spell. Love Spell definitely has more of that brown bronze undertone. Definitely still both have some mauve, but pretty different. So this is Love Spell. And then the one that I'm going to assume it is closest to is Sadie. So let's look here at Sadie. So, okay. So Sadie's a fan favorite. As you can see, it's probably my all-time worn, like just gloss. But Sadie is definitely more sheer, more pigmentation in August, and a little bit more of a true nude with like more of a brown undertone, where August has that mauve undertone. Interesting. Let me see if I can swatch it a little heavier. But yeah. Okay, Summer Love is up next. And let's see. Pretty much as I thought, Summer Love is gonna have more of that pink to it. And then we're gonna move into Ibiza, which is gonna be a semi-gloss, and then Nude and Plum, which are satins, but just so you can see the tone. So August is actually somewhat close. Maybe not. It looked like it for a second there. So this is Ibiza. Ibiza is a semi-gloss, definitely a little bit more of a pinky mauve, where this is a little bit more of maybe like a wine. No, like a berry mauve? Not wine. All right, so then we have Nude, which is probably my all-time most popular shade amongst my clients. So it's almost like the sheer version of Nude, but in a gloss. Okay, wasn't expecting them to be that similar. Interesting. All right, so maybe I'm gonna line my lips with Nude and try it with August. See what that looks like. And then we have Plum, which is plum, as the description says. So I feel like it's somewhere in between, maybe in between these guys, but with the gloss. So let's try it on the face. Okay. What do you guys think? Let's see what it looks like, just for giggles, over top of Melody. So Melody was this guy. It was a satin, more of that peachy pink, and that's really pretty over top of that. Try a little bit on the lips. I did line my lips with Nude because I wanted to see what it would look like. And I like that. Okay. What do you think? I need to know in the comments below, of the four you've seen, Jolene, Homecoming, Melody, and August, which one is your favorite? And is there a combination that you want to see? Like Melody and August it's pretty spectacular. I'm loving that. Here's August alone. You can see how glossy, all of the glow. So that's it, guys. Available until I think September 28th. So last time our lip and cheeks for season 2 were available for like 2 months. This time I think we have a full 4 months. So don't miss out. They will be limited edition until September 28th or while supplies last. And as always, thanks for being here. We'll see you again next week.